the more I dig, the more I learn. I found out that now I'm still knowing the knowledge that I have is still a drop in a sea, and the ego is very smart. The ego always says, I'm good. I don't need help. I don't need to work on myself. We are not listening to our intuition and our emotions. And this is the language of the soul. So it's a language that we need to learn so that we enjoy being as human beings. Dear people, you are all powerful.
Welcome to the very first episode of our brand new series, Meet the Experts on ExpertEase, where we spotlight inspiring experts who are transforming lives through their work and wisdom. I'm your host, Safa Neri, co-founder of the ExpertEase app, but also very passionate about helping people grow and connect through real, honest conversations. To kick off this journey, I'm honored to welcome someone truly special. Hanan Hammadova, a self-esteem coach based in Prague and one of our trusted experts on ExpertEase. Hanan's story begins with burnout, when her relationship and professional life were unraveling and she felt completely drained. But instead of staying stuck, she chose a path of self-discovery and healing. Today, she helps others do the same through her coaching, blending emotional intelligence, subconscious work, and much more. Welcome, Hanan, to this first episode of Meet the Experts.
Hello, Safa. Thank you for making this interview happen. And it's always a pleasure to meet with you.
Tell me, Hanan, as a coach helping people with self-esteem, what's the most common issue you see? And how does it really, what do you feel is the thing that holds people the most back?
Basically, it's self-esteem and listening to our intuition. And these challenges are reflecting what is inside us. So they come for us to grow and to make things so that the earth will become a better place for us to live on. When it comes to our intuition, I will start with a quote that Albert Einstein said, and I have it written here because I always lose some time. I will say, he said, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift." So there are a lot of people who really made a change on earth. They knew how important the intuition is. Basically, we are human beings. We are not robots. You can upload data, information into a robot, but human beings have something more, and it's a sacred gift, as Albert Einstein said. It's the intuition, it's the soul that speaks to us through intuition and emotions. So if we put together the intuition and the self-esteem, you will believe in yourself and you will know that, and this is not cliche, you want think, you want search for solutions, and you will stay stuck. So believing in yourself and listening to your intuition, it's the most important thing in your life.
So why are we so disconnected to our intuition?
It's a long story. We are living in a system that knows how our mind, how our subconscious mind and intuition work. So the people in power, we have 1% in power on earth. They knew that for thousands of years. And they know how the mind gets programmed, the subconscious mind gets programmed. They worked with it, but we didn't. So you need to know that. You need to put the intention and to choose to own your beliefs. You have to question them, reevaluate them all the time. And it's done in a really sneaky and sophisticated way. So we don't catch that there is a program going on. There is someone or something working with our subconscious mind.
So at what point should someone say, I need the help of a professional to help me go through this? Because some of us may not be aware that we have a self-esteem issue and that our intuition is not really developed. Like you'd be like, okay, I'm running into a problem. This is what life is. It's just problems. Nothing is working out really well. But at what point should people be like, okay, this is enough. I need to get some help?
So we need to know that we have ego. I have to share my own story. The more I dig, the more I learn. I found out that now I'm still knowing the knowledge that I have is still a drop in a sea. Let me give you a physical example. You take care of your physical body. Throughout your life, you go to the doctor to make checkups. The same, your mental body, your emotional body, your intuition, it needs regular connection, regular work. You can do this alone. However, it's a long journey. If you have a program a belief in your mind, you simply don't know what to search. You simply don't know what to ask about. So if you have a conversation with someone who went through that journey already, this makes the journey shorter and enjoyable. You think the beliefs that you have. And if you are doing and using the same equation, you will get to the same results.
That's empowering and frightening at the same time, because it's just a way of saying you're in control, you're in charge of your life. So whatever you're experiencing today as feelings, it is your responsibility. And I think a lot of us like the blame game. We blame society, we blame politicians, we blame our bosses, we blame the economic system, etc. But here, what you're saying is that you're actually empowering yourself to feel whatever you want to feel. You're equipping them with the tools they need. So what is unique about your coaching style, Hanan, or maybe your strategy to help your clients reach their goals? And what is generally their goal? Like when they say, okay, I need the help of someone to get there faster, to get where?
We have a lot of goals, right? We have the goal of being healthy, having successful business and career, having the wealth, of course, the wealth, including the financial wealth, our relationships. These are the goals. Most of the goals are under it. But in reality, at the end of the day, we are seeking inner peace and true happiness. This should be whether you are going through difficult times, facing obstacles, challenges, or having those successes and manifesting your goals. So this is the main goal, to feel the inner peace and true happiness. And we need to focus on that, because if we focus on and we get just attached to the goal, I want to be rich. Yes, all of us. And I of course encourage people to be enabled, to be wealthy, to be healthy, have very successful relationships, because this is very important. We need to understand and to know ourselves, what really matters in our lives. And by the way, all of these purposes and goals that I mentioned, they are under one big umbrella, and community. It's belonging to a community. It's very important. Nowadays, people have been awakening. Nowadays, we got it somehow that it's not about individuals. And when you have solid self-esteem and real connection to your soul, you will understand that you will be in a position that you will work for yourself as individual to the maximum extent. In the meantime, you will work for the community. You were born just to serve the community. And it's not either or. It is myself and my family, myself and my community, myself and the whole world.
If you've been enjoying this video and something resonated with you, don't let the moment pass. You can connect with Hanan Hammadova directly on the ExpertEase app. Simply download ExpertEase on the App Store or Google Play, search for Hanan's profile, and book a one-on-one call with her. Don't miss this chance to grow with ExpertEase.
You start out with saying the problem comes from self-esteem and a lack of intuition. And then when you help with that, it actually leads to happiness and to building a community and being really in harmony with the community. So what's your strategy or what's your coaching style? That was actually my earlier question. So how do you get your clients to reach that goal of being happy, living in a community that is in harmony with their values, with their principles, and with what they aspire to achieve?
I use many techniques. Okay, if I will be like on the ground, I will tell you, yes, I use tapping and I love it. I use hypnosis. I use a lot of meditations, and they matter. And these techniques are really helpful. But at the end of the day, it is about me giving a package. This package includes the intention to help, the empathy that I feel, the love that I provide, the ability to listen with my heart. Okay, it's a package that I'm giving to my client. And on the client side, it's the intention to receive this package, the intention and decision to work, to make the inner work and the outside work. It is the also intention and ability to give, because at the end of the day, each session is giving and receiving. So I myself also learn from my clients. They bring huge and deep experiences and learn from them. So yeah, when we use our intuition and open our hearts, then these sessions and talks, they work like magic.
Wow. You're pushing for being vulnerable, where in a world where like you have to be strong, you have to mask it, it's just like you appear to be this person who figures out everything and who is really not open to show weaknesses because other people may take advantage of it. But what you're offering is a safe environment for them to really open up and really dig in. So that's really huge. So what led you to become a coach, Hanan, and what keeps you motivated? Because I think going through working with clients can sometimes be heavy. I mean, I'm not a coach, but I imagine it's not always easy. So what led you to become a coach yourself, and how do you keep motivated so that you bring the right kind of energy to your clients?
I worked in sales for 20 years, and then I took a gap year. Our relationship to ourselves is the most important one. There was a sentence that my elder daughter told me. She said, "Mom, you are a toxic mom." It was painful and shocking.
Oh, God.
I said, "Oh my God, wait a moment. What does it mean?" I didn't know what a toxic relationship. I started searching. What is it? Why? Previously, all of my friends, they said, "Oh, you take care of your family." One of my friends even told me, "Your family is almost a religion for you." So I said, "How come?" So I started my self-education journey that continues till now. I went through academic education. I still attend a lot of courses, interact with people, and observe. The amount of knowledge that I gained, which is still a drop in the sea, I just can't keep it to myself. I can't keep it to myself. This is something that I am living. Sometimes it's heavy because people go through difficult times, but it's also one aspect of the self-esteem and intuition management. Then you get to a phase when you can manage your emotions, and you can work with them so that they don't overwhelm you, and you manage them. They don't overwhelm you, okay? Because we need our emotions. They are here for a reason.
Yeah, that's deep work to be done, right?
It's a deep.
So what's the one thing that you know now that you wish you had known before, because you had like a life prior to that gap year and a life after that gap year? I think that gap year was really a huge event in your life. So what do you know now that you wish had known before?
Just being with myself, to be here for myself and with myself, to live the moment. This is something that is extremely deep and important for human beings. I am here for myself. You're here for yourself. There is no one on earth that knows and understands what's going inside you, what really the chemistry, the equations. Even if you describe them, even if you live with someone, you are the one who knows without talking, but we are not listening. We are not listening to ourselves.
Wow. So has your daughter changed her mind about what she said to you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm the best mom ever.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's nice because sometimes children, they can say something that is really thought-provoking. And I think we learn so much from younger people just because they have like a fresher perspective on things and on life in general. So I'm glad the relationship has gotten better with your daughter.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wanted to say something about kids because we have the feeling and the program, the belief that we have to bring them up, to raise them, to teach them. But actually, because we are already affected by the programming from the system we are living in, our kids are still, especially when they are up to 8, 9 years, and even in the teenagers, they have really very good questions. If we observe them, I'm learning from my daughters. They have really meaningful and deep conversations. So when my daughters discuss any matter, I just listen to them. Even when it comes to relationships, sometimes I learn from them the way they think in my coaching and mentoring. So yeah, we need to listen to the youth.
For me, the biggest takeaway from this conversation is listening to oneself and listening to others, but really like active listening, not just like, oh yeah, I heard you, but actually deep listening. That's so great. So, which brings us to our closing questions. These are the questions where you're going to be sharing a few things about you and to help our viewers know a little bit more about who you are. So tell us, what's the one question you wish people ask you more often?
The most important question is why. Why questions are the most important in creating and recreating, re-evaluating our programs and creating our new programs in beliefs. I will give you a very simple example so that we can apply it on other topics in our lives, especially in topics that we struggle with. Why do I need to brush my teeth? Okay? Because usually you go to the supermarket and you ask yourself, which toothpaste should I buy? But the system that we are living in, whether it is the media, whether it is our society, the teacher, they already engraved this program that you need to brush your teeth in the morning and in the evening. So you have to start here. Why? You will come up with a lot of answers. And in this case, yes, it's most probably that you need to continue in brushing your teeth. But in other topics, you'll find out that you are doing a lot of things that might not help you, might not serve you in your life, might not serve the community.
So Hanan, what's the question that you wish people ask you more often?
Me as a person?
Yeah.
There is one topic, and a lot of people are asking about this topic now. It's the genocide in Gaza. I believe that people in the past, they got the program. It's a word that was really misused in the last decades. It's the word terrorist. So someone just mark someone as a terrorist. No one thinks about this word and just work with the word terrorist and accordingly does the other decisions. And here it is very sneaky because it's done based on fear and hatred, dehumanization, etc., which led us to this genocide that we are watching live stream. It's unbelievable how far the programming can go. The question why? People started asking this question. Why? Why a lot of people have to be murdered? Why this way? Why are you convincing me that we need to kill children? Are you convincing me that what I see by my own eyes, beheaded Palestinian babies, is not true? And you are asking me to believe the lie about beheaded babies on the 7th of October that didn't happen. You are asking me to go against my intuition, against my soul. Our souls worldwide started shouting, and the people started listening to their souls. It's painful. It's a painful period, but deeply optimistic, very optimistic.
It's worth mentioning that you have a Palestinian background as well. So this isn't like a new issue that you're just discovering today. Has been going on for decades for you and your family.
Yes, my dad is a Nakba survivor. So it's deep. I know a lot of details. I go on walks with my dad every day, almost every day. He shares with me stories. So it's not something like propaganda. It's deep and it's true. I need to say that I'm from the second, that my mom is from the Czech Republic. Yes, I can see the changes that have been.
So, Hanan, what are the 3 tools or habits that you can't live without? Share with us.
Okay. So, number 1, it's spending time giving, receiving, and being with my core family, nuclear family, my husband, my daughters, my mom and dad, my beloved ones. Second, it's giving and receiving, being with my communities, a lot of communities, beautiful communities. The third one is giving, receiving, and being with myself. This includes walks, exercises, good, healthy food, meditations, thinking. And when you put together the intuition, the active intuition, when you activate it, and build a solid self-esteem, you will work on all of these together and you will live the inner peace and true happiness. So I would like to invite all people to work on their self-esteem and activate their intuition. It's beautiful.
Wow, I feel like I need to book a call with you, Hanan. So tell us, what are your best book recommendation or maybe a quote that you'd like to share with us, something that really impacts you and something that you live by?
I love quotes. I love them.
You already shared one from Einstein.
But this one, I know it from my by heart.
Okay.
I love Ali bin Abi Talib. I love Rumi, Jalaluddin Rumi, and I love Kahlil Gibran. This quote is from Kahlil Gibran.
Who wrote The Prophets, right? For Western viewers, they already know about this book.
This quote is staying with me for a while now. It says, if you look at the war through the window of peace, you will see kind faces. But if you look at them through the window of war, they'll appear as monsters. So it's all about what is inside us.
Wow, I have goosebumps just hearing this quote. It's powerful, isn't it? It's super deep. Wow.
Yeah.
And do you remind yourself every day of it?
No, but it comes, now you came and reminded me this quote. And it's actually started when I was invited to participate in a meditation in the center of the old town in Prague. And we were a group of people who meditated in different languages for different religions. So I searched for something that will touch people. And this quote came. Yeah, so since
Wonderful.
Since November, it's with me.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Hanan, for sharing so much and for opening up and then letting us, enter a little bit in your world. That was really beautiful for you to share with us, like what brought you here today and how you're able to help people who'd like to just be happier, be more in synchronicity with themselves, in tune with themselves. So it's worth mentioning that people can get in touch with you on ExpertEase app through the chat. So you guys can have a quick discussion by messages, and then they can book a consultation with you to have you live for at least 1 hour just for them. You'll be able to help them go through, the challenges they're having. And I'm sure it'll be like a wonderful opportunity for everyone to have you as their coach on a one-on-one call. That would be a beautiful opportunity. So I'll put down the link to your profile on ExpertEase in the description. You guys check out Hanan's profile. Any last word, Hanan, before we leave?
I want to remind people, dear people, you are all powerful. You just need to believe in yourself. The people who are in power, they are not double-minded. They are not triple-handed. They are not quadro-legged. They are the same as you are. They just programmed you to feel powerless. But you are really powerful. Give yourself the chance to see this power in yourself. And remember that every minute of your life that passes, it never comes back. So give yourself the chance. And I wanted to tell you, Tafa, thank you so much for this opportunity. Share my ideas, my soul with you and with the people all around the world, because we have now a very small world through this possibility to connect via technology, something that we are receiving. So thank you so much for having me, and it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, Hanan. Let's keep in touch, and you guys see you very soon with another episode of Media Experts. Bye.